feeling. Like, it was so hard that if I managed to get something written, like, damn it, I wasn't going to rewrite it. It was going to stay, or it was just... so one thing I have to do is one thing I have to do for my brain is I never just delete something.
Yeah,
I cut it and paste it into like a working document. So it's still there. If I need to, I never do.
Do you go back to it? I never go back to it either.
No.
Yeah.
But like
huge, I never look at it again.
But yeah, the thought of just like hitting delete is like, so.
You never know.
But now I feel like nothing is sacred anymore. I will cut anything at any time.
That's better about it too, which is kind of freeing, isn't it?
It is freeing, but it's also bad because then, like, you never, if you can cut anything at any time, how do you ever figure out what's the right, I don't know. I think writing a book is like, it's like this just huge box of choices. Every single second there's like a choice to make, and it's, especially in the beginning, and it's exhausting, and sometimes you just have to make your choice and stick with it.
Exactly.
But if you feel like you can cut and start over at any time, then it gets a little crazy.
You never finish because you can. If you're a perfectionist, and it sounds like you are, you keep trying to make it better, right? Like, it never feels done. Does it ever feel done? Does Strange the Dreamer or any of your books feel like?
I guess at a certain point, because I don't like let them go really until but there's always things that I would go back and like, I would change that, but no, like I'm so. I never let my editor have them until I'm feeling ready.
That's a new thing for me, and it's a great lesson.
But it's the opposite. I'm like trying to have a better relationship with my editor and like give her an earlier draft, but it's really, really hard for me to give somebody something before it's ready. But also, getting feedback at a certain stage can kill your joy.
Yes.
And kill the book.
Yeah, if you're not ready for it, you're not, and sometimes you know what's broken, so you're sending, if you're on deadline, you sometimes have to send your manuscript even though you know it's broken and kind of where it's broken. Yeah, I've done that before where I send it over with lots of caveats, like I know I'm going to fix this, I'm going to fix this, and I'm going to fix this, and then I just wish I hadn't sent it.
I tell myself I'm going to send it, and then I can't.
Yeah.
I figure by the time I write all these caveats, like, I just don't have time to do that. I'm just going to fix it.
Right.
But I did send an outline to my editor, Alvina, for the current book, the sequel to Strange, which I've never done before because I was so traumatized by writing this book that I was like, this is going to be different. I'm going to outline this one.
Yes, and how'd that go for you?
It's an outline, but it's still, so it gives me a structure, and I felt good about having that, but still within the structure, like, there's so much to be discovered.
Did you outline Strange the Dreamer? You didn't?
No, I can't outline. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I sort of put the characters in a situation. It's like a constant sort of back and forth. I put them in a situation, and then I try to figure out what they would really do, and I see where that leads me. And then I'm hoping to, like, I have some story beats that I'm kind of trying to get from this one to this one. And but as far as an actual outline, I try.
Yeah. And you didn't outline Daughter of Smoke and Bone either, did you? I read
tried.
in an interview that you didn't, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Sounds like a lot.
I knew how the first book was going to end, and I didn't make myself worry about what would happen after. That was a problem for future Laini. And then future Laini was like, damn it!
Damn you, past Laini!
Yeah, seriously. I was like, how am I supposed to get back to the kissing now? Gosh, who decided to set up? So I didn't even realize totally that I had set myself up to write a war book until I was like, I'd been working on Days of Blood and Starlight for like months, and I kept trying to write it in the same tone as Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and it was clearly not working because, hello, everything was broken. And then so it dawned on me slowly, and it was terrifying because I didn't know how to write a war book, and I didn't want to write a dark book, and so. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't outline.
It all worked out. It's an amazing trilogy.
And then, I figure every step is a challenge for, you sort of grow as you go, and I figure any future me will figure it out.
Yeah.
She might be cursing past me, but that's the only way I can really. And also, when you think about, like, if you sit down to write an outline this 1 week of, 2017, February or whatever, what you're capable of creatively within that short period of time versus what you're capable of creatively over a year and a half, like, I'm going to come up with stuff a year and a half from now.
Absolutely.
That I would never be able to come up with now just because of things that I've experienced or the way I've spent time with the characters or whatever. So I do try to have a rough structural sense of at least an end point, and then try to get there. But as far as a real outline, it sounds so great.
Yeah.
To just be like, I'm going to write this scene today. But yeah.
I'm the same way. Tried to write an
Okay.
outline for my last books. I'm like, I'm going to do it right this time, right? Again, that word right, which doesn't really exist when it comes to writing.
I know, and I tell myself I'm gonna write a different kind. I'm gonna write easier books after this. I'm gonna like. I know I won't, or I'll think it's easy, and then as soon as I start writing it, I'll be like, I think I tweeted this recently. I think I spend like 70% of my writing life is spent resisting complication. Like, oh, what if this? Oh no, stop, no,
Right.
back, pull it back. You know, and that's how you end up with a multiverse and 1,500 pages of what was supposed to be a short story.